Hello again and welcome back to our NECA Safe Risk Focused series. A special thank you to Anthony Manikos and the TLE Carlton team for graciously hosting us today in your branch. We will be discussing the crucial topic for everyone in the electrotechnology industry, biological hazards. But before we delve into this discussion, Anthony, could you please tell us a little bit about TLE Carlton?
Thanks, Manus. It's fantastic to have you here today to talk about biological hazards. We're conveniently located at 74 Planthurst Road in Carlton, stocking a vast range of products, including all of NECA's national partners brands like Clipsal, NHP and IPD. When you're in the area, drop by and visit me and the team for all your electrical and communication equipment needs.
Wow, thanks Anthony. That's great. Now let's shift gears and delve into the discussion on biological hazards. Hello again, everyone. Today we have our specialist NECA Safe advisor, Adriana. Adriana, it's wonderful to have you here. Could you provide us with a brief overview of what this topic covers and why it's crucial for NECA members?
Hi everyone, and thanks Manus. Absolutely. This topic aims to shed light on what biological hazards are and the potential impacts they could have on electrotechnology workers.
Well, let's kick off by understanding the term biological hazards. Adriana, could you enlighten us?
So, biological hazards refer to organic substances that pose health risks, including pathogens, viruses, biological toxins, spores, fungi, and bioactive substances. Exposure to molds and yeast is particularly common in the electrotechnology industry, especially in workplaces with air conditioning systems.
Oh wow, that's fascinating. Can you provide us with insight into the various types of biological hazards that may affect electrotechnology workers?
Certainly. Biological hazards can be categorized into three different types: pathogens, allergens, and zoonoses. Pathogens are microorganisms that can cause infections, allergies, or toxicity. They include viruses, parasites, bacteria, and fungi. Allergens trigger the immune system responses, potentially leading to life-threatening conditions such as anaphylaxis. Zoonoses are infections transmitted from animals to humans which could be bacterial, viral, or parasitic in nature.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. Now that we understand the technical definitions of biohazards, could you share some real-life scenarios where members have encountered biological hazards?
Sure, I've actually got a few scenarios that I can go through with you. So during the recent Queensland floods, electrical workers were exposed to highly contaminated floodwater while conducting verification testing in flood-affected houses, leading to gastro illnesses and skin infections. In New South Wales, a member was working in an abattoir and had to receive a Q fever vaccination as part of their entry requirements. One of the workers refused, resulting in reassignment of jobs. In the ACT, workers encountered black mold in a school due to an oversight in treating the AC unit, causing sickness and absenteeism. In another case, a worker in ACT experienced allergic reactions to dust mites while working in a dusty environment.
Wow, that's great insights, Adriana, with those case studies. So, what recommendations does NECA Safe have to minimise members' exposure to such hazards?
The NECA Safe team recommends implementing a comprehensive plan to protect workers, starting off with eliminating the hazards where possible. If elimination isn't feasible, employ engineering controls like ventilation systems, administrative measures such as policies and procedures, and provide training to raise awareness among workers. Additionally, ensure workers have access to appropriate personal protective equipment.
Thanks, Adriana. That's great feedback. What about workers' responsibility in this regards?
So workers should conduct risk assessments before starting work to identify potential biological hazards. Senior managers should also conduct regular field-based inspections and utilise NECA's biological hazards field-based inspection resources on the member knowledge base.
Excellent advice. How good is Adriana? Any final words before we conclude, Adriana?
If you notice any symptoms like absenteeism, fatigue, sweating, or respiratory issues among workers, investigate potential biological hazard exposure promptly.
Wow, that's great. And that concludes our biological hazards toolbox talk. We hope this session has been informative in understanding how to mitigate the risk of exposure to biological hazards. Thank you, Adriana, for your insights today.
Thanks, Manus, and thanks to everyone who joined us. For further information on this topic, please feel free to reach out to the NECA Safe team and make sure you scan the QR code and complete your record of attendance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks again, Anthony and the TLE Carlton team for hosting us today and setting the stage for today's important discussions.
Anytime, it's been a pleasure having you here at TLE Carlton. Don't forget to drop by and see us for all your electrical and communication needs.
Brilliant. Thanks again.